Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to use built-in modules and functions in Python. So if you have remembered that in the previous videos I have shown you how to calculate the exponent of some value. So for example, I want 2 to the power 3, I can use 2 and then these two asterisks, and then I can write 3, and this means 2 to the exponent 3, and it gives me the value of 8. Okay, but there is a easier way of doing the same thing, and this is by using a built-in functions which are provided by Python. So what is a function? First of all, if you are new to programming, a function is a piece of code which execute some function or some logic. Okay, so a function is a piece of code which executes some logic. So for example, you want to calculate the exponent of 2 like this. You can do it like this, or you can use a built-in function which execute a exponent function, right? So you can use POW, which is power, and this function takes two arguments. First is the value, which is 2, and then the exponent, which is 3, or this means 2 to the power 3. And it also gives you the value uh, 8, which is same, and it's more easier to use this, and it's more easier to understand this expression rather than this, because it's more descriptive, right? Now how do you know that what are the built-in function in Python? Okay, so if you don't know what are the built-in function, there is a command to know what are all built-in functions in Python. And what is this command? This command is, you just need to write dir and then give these two brackets, and in these two brackets just write double underscore, and then just write built ins, and then double underscore once again. And you just need to give this command, and what this command, just press enter, and what this command will return, this command will return all the built-in function which you can use in Python. Okay, so for example, I was using POW, which is a power function, and you can find this POW function here. Okay, this is the power function. So you can see you can calculate hacks. There is a function called ABS to calculate absolute value. So for example, I want to calculate, I will use ABS, and I will write 18.6666 and press enter. It gives me the absolute value of ABS. This should be a little bit different. I think this should be like this. And okay, so it's given me the absolute value of the number. Okay, or you can use this print to print something, or you can find this len function to find the length of a string. So I can use len and give some string. So for example, I can write hello, which is a 5-letter string, 1 2 3 4 5, right? And this length will return the length of this word, which gives 5, right? So and there are some other useful functions like minimum, maximum, slice. So these are all the built-in functions in Python. Now once you know the function, that okay, this function exists here, now how you can know that what is the functionality of this function, right? So to know the functionality of the function, what you need to do, you can use a built-in function called help, this help. Okay, So for example, you want to know what this function called max does. Okay, so what you can do, you can just write help, and then in the brackets you can just write the name of the function. For example, you want to know what this function max does, you just write help, and in the bracket just write max. Okay, and press enter, and this max you can see here. So this help says that this max is a function which can take more than one argument, multiple argument, and it gives the, I think, maximum value of those arguments, right? So you can see it with a single iterable argument returns its largest item. Okay, so now I know that when I use a function called max, and I can give multiple argument 4 comma 2 comma 1 comma 5 comma 8, and when I press enter it gives me the maximum value, which is 8, right? So in this way you can use this help function to find out what these other built-in function uh, uh, does, or what is the use of these built-in functions, right? Now this is about the uh, function, built-in function. Now there is something called built-in modules. Okay, and these built-in modules are the extra modules which contains extra functions or extra functionalities which you can use whenever you use, or whenever you include these modules. So for example, you want to know or you want to calculate the square root of some value. So there is a module called, so for example, you want to know the square root of something. So there is a module called math. You can use it for this. So to include a module, you need to import this module. And how you can import? Just write import, and this is the keyword to include a module, and then the name of the module, which is, for example, math in our case. And when you press enter, now you have included this module. Now how you can use the function inside this module? You can just you write the name of this module, which is math dot, and then you can use all the, you can see there are different options which you can use with this module called math. You can see here, right? So whenever you write dot, it will give you some options, you can see, and this options you can scroll it by um, up and down keys. Okay, so this math module has these much amount of built-in functions, right? You can scroll up or scroll down. And what function I want to use? I want to search for square root. So there is a square root here. Okay, so I can use square root. I have pressed enter. So this gives me some value. So once again, math dot sqrt, and then I can find the square root of any number. For example, I want to find the square root 9, it will give me the answer 3. So in this way, there are some built-in module also, and these built-in module also have some built-in functions, and you can import these built-in module using a keyword import and the name of the module, and then you can use these modules like the name of the module and the function which it contains. Now, sometimes these modules are, uh, hard to, spell or write. So what you can do, you can define your own variable for these module names. For example, I can declare a variable called uh, square root, which is equal to this math.sqrt. Okay. Now, whenever you use square root variable, you can perform the same functionality. For example, I want to find out the square root of 9, it will give me 3. So you can replace these built-in functions in module by your variable using this equal to sign. Okay, and now you have your own variable which can calculate the square root or any other function. So in this way, you can use built-in modules and built-in functions in Python. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and bye for now.